Today, we're starting a 5-part series on something that might seem small, but has had a huge impact on my life that I not only want to revisit, but challenge not only myself, but all of you too. It's the power of tiny habits, the power of the 1% difference. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast, raw, real, and unedited. My name is Jason. You can find Catalyst at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can hear the podcast on your favorite streaming services. Catalyst has the power to create change, and we hope that's what this podcast will do. If you would like to be a part of this podcast as a guest or a contributor, you can email us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. That's catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Welcome to episode 71, The 1% Difference, Part 1, 1% Better Every Day. So let me tell a little story. A few years ago, I was feeling stuck. I wasn't happy with my progress, and I was desperately seeking a breakthrough. I tried all sorts of big, drastic changes. I signed up for an intense workout program. I overhauled my diet. I even tried meditation retreats, but nothing seemed to stick. Then I stumbled upon this idea. What if instead of trying to change my entire life overnight, I start with something incredibly small, something so tiny, it would be almost impossible to fail. So I decided to start with a simple habit, doing 10 push-ups every morning. That's it. Just 10 measly push-ups. Now, at first, it seemed ridiculous. How could 10 push-ups possibly make a difference? But I stuck with it. Every morning, without fail, I did my 10 push-ups. Now, over time, something incredible happened. The 10 push-ups became a habit. It became part of my routine. And as I built this small habit, I started to notice other areas in my life improving. I had more energy. I was more focused. And I was more confident. It was like a domino effect. One tiny habit led to another, and another, and another. And before I knew it, my life had completely transformed. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest actions. It's the 1% rule, and it's a powerful concept that can help you achieve your goals. Now, the 1% rule is simple. Instead of trying to make drastic changes all at once, focus on making small, incremental improvements. It's about taking tiny steps towards your goal day by day. I mean, let's think about it. If you improve by 1% every day, year after year, you'll be 37 times better than you are today. That's the power of compound interest applied to your personal growth. Or think about it this way. If you're trying to lose weight, it's unrealistic to expect to drop 20 pounds overnight. But if you commit to eating a little healthier and exercising for 15 minutes a day, those small changes will add up over time. Now, here's the beauty about the 1% rule. It's 100% sustainable. It's not about, depriving yourself or taking extreme measures. It's about making small, realistic changes that can stick with. And when you do, you'll be amazed at how much progress you can make. So you might be asking yourself, is there any real science behind this? Absolutely. Our brains are wired for habits. When we perform an action repeatedly, our brains create neural pathways that make it easier to repeat the action in the future. The more we practice a habit, the stronger and better the neural pathway becomes. This is why small habits are so powerful. By starting with something small and manageable, we can build strong neural pathways that will support our long-term goals. So let's dive a little deeper into the science behind small habits. Why do they work so well? Here are 3 reasons why it works so well. The first one is the power of consistency. Our brains love consistency. When we do something regularly, it becomes ingrained in our habits. Over time, our brain starts to automate the behavior and make it easier to stick with. For instance, if you commit to meditating just 5 minutes every morning, your brain will eventually start to crave that quiet time. It becomes a routine, a part of your day. The more you do it, the easier it gets, and the more you'll benefit from its calming effects. Next, the ripple effect. Small changes can have a ripple effect. For example, if you start waking up earlier, you might have more time to exercise, which can lead to better energy levels and improved mood. It's a chain reaction. Waking up early might lead to a healthier breakfast, which can boost your energy and focus. This increased energy can then lead to a more productive work day, which can positively impact your overall well-being. Finally, the compound effect. This is a powerful concept. Small, consistent changes can compound over time, leading to significant results. Think of it like investing money. Even small contributions can grow into a substantial sum over time. Let's say you want to improve your writing skills. If you write just 1 page a day, it might not seem like that much. But over a year, that adds up to 365 pages. That's a significant amount of writing practice. And as you consistently practice, your writing skills will improve exponentially. Now, starting small habits isn't always easy. There will be challenges along the way. Here's a few things I've learned. Start small. It's tempting to try and do too much too soon. But remember, the key is consistency. Start with something small and gradually increase the difficulty as you progress. For example, you want to start running. Don't aim for a 5K on your first day. Start with a short jog around the block. Once that becomes easy, gradually increase the distance or speed. Be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time to form new habits. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep at it, and the results will come. If you're trying to eat healthier, don't overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start by swapping out one unhealthy snack for a healthier one. Don't beat yourself up. Let me repeat that. Don't beat yourself up. If you slip up, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just pick yourself up and keep going. Everybody makes mistakes. We all have our off days. The important thing is to not just let one slip up derail all of your progress. If you miss a workout, don't skip the next one. Just get back on track as soon as possible. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Consistency when you want to do it, consistency when you don't want to do it. You do it anyway, and you have to be accountable to yourself. And you'll be amazed at what you're going to be able to do. The power of tiny habits is incredible. By making small, consistent changes, you can achieve your goals and live a happier, more fulfilling life. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. So start small, be patient, and keep moving forward. Okay, everybody, it's that time for our takeaway challenge. Today, I challenge you to the following. I want you to identify one tiny habit that you can start today. Okay? It could be something as simple as reading for 10 minutes a day or meditating for 5 minutes. Make it easy. Remove any obstacles that might prevent you from sticking to your habit. Let's track our progress. Use a journal or a habit tracker app to monitor your progress. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Celebrate your achievements. And finally, don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. You got this. You can do it. Small, tiny steps create big results when they're consistently done. All right. Well, let us know how you're doing. Let's be accountable to each other. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you don't forget to follow us on social media, for more motivational content. Well, that's it for today, folks. Join us next week for part 2 of the 1% difference, where we'll talk about the importance of building momentum and how it can help you achieve your goals. With that being said, this has been the Catalyst Podcast, raw, real, and unedited. My name is Jason, and you can find Catalyst at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can listen to the podcast on your favorite streaming service. Catalyst has the power to create change, and we hope that's what this podcast will do. If you'd like to be a part of this podcast as a guest or a contributor, you can email us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening to episode 71, part 1 of our series, The 1% Difference. We will see you next time for part 2 of The 1% Difference. Thank you so much for listening. Go be great.